Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Lanmou Spiritual. This is a general career reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for March 2020. And folks, yes, I know these messages are being uploaded a little bit later than promised. But here we are. We are still on the mend here. Okay. And also, I must tell you the readings that I've done so far, the signs that I've done so far, it seems like the messages, they're not specifically career related. It's almost more like a general reading with an emphasis on the career. Okay, I've noticed that pattern so far. For example, in Gemini's reading, we had like a lot of love. Yes, the career aspect did come through, but there was like relationship was a big part of that reading. So as you watch this, keep an open mind. It's a general message. It may not resonate with you, okay? And we have so much intense energy going around. So this message is, it makes sense that it would reflect different areas of your life. And this time we are using the Akashic Tarot. They're a little bit different than the Rider-Waite or the traditional tarot decks that we are used to. But I really love this deck when I do career reading. It's very expressive. It's just, I don't know. It goes straight to the matter for me. All right, Virgo, we're doing a lot of chit-chatting here, but we're shuffling. And the question we're asking for all the signs for this week reading is, what do you need to know? What do you need to know in regards to your career, your finances, your life in general, right? But specifically your career. Oh, there we go. All right, we have the Eight of Keys, the Master Artisan, and it flew out in reverse for you, Virgo. So I'm going to leave it as such. You guys know I do not shuffle my cards in reverse, but if they come out in reverse, that we shall read them. So the Master Artisan is someone here who's working on their craft, who was very skilled, okay, who has very specific, okay, you have more than one here. I think that's it, Virgo. And we have that number one that flipped through, so I'm going to pick that up for you as well. And let's look at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Two of Keys. So you have a lot going on. I'm gonna keep those two right there, and you have two major arcana, number 1 and 5, next to each other. Okay, so this is supposed to be a 3-card reading, but you have everything. You have a little bit more, a little bit extra. We're gonna go with it. I'm getting excited for you, Virgo. Nonetheless, this is how we start the reading. Eight of Keys, Master Artisan, and it came out in reverse. So what I'm getting here, Virgo, some of you, it's either that you may be having some kind of a confidence issue in regards to your skill set, in regards to the expertise that's being called for you to have, especially for those of you that are trying to start a new career, that are trying to even start your own business, okay, your own firm. And we have the Queen of Swords here, and I like this imagery because that's the image that shows on the box the card comes with. So whenever I pull a deck of cards, and the image that's shown, that's reflect on all, that's representing the whole deck, it means something. So it's as if to say that Queen of Swords here is the person that embodies all the energy that the Akashic Tarot wants to express. Do you understand? So, and the Queen of Swords is it's air energy. It's talking about the intellect here, okay? The mental space. This is a woman who's very learned, someone who's very good at communicating, perhaps who's doing a bit of a public relations, right? Who works in communications. We have this card, this 8, in reverse here. So I feel like for some of you, if you've been working on something, on a career, perhaps it's, let's say you're just even writing a blog, you're trying to publish a book, anything to that effect. I feel like for some of you, you're having a moment, like a pause, where you're asking yourself, do I have the required skills? Can I do this? Who am I to think that I can do this? Like you're having a little bit of self-doubt here, Virgo. And I feel like it's really not necessary because of the way the Queen of Wands is at the center of this reading here. I feel like you have everything at your disposal. Perhaps some of you may want to polish those skills. You may want perhaps to take a class to what do you say, that almost like to update, to update yourselves with the new technology, or the new rules that have come out, or like a refresher course on whatever it is area that you're working on. But I feel like you do have you have everything that you really need. You just need to kind of like boost up your confidence level a little bit here. Okay, here we have the seven of scrolls, intricacies and industry. You see that someone is hard at work. Okay, hard at work, using again, highly skilled, a person here. Not everyone can do that job. You can see it's like the face of a cathedral or a church, some kind of like a building that's being built up here. You see all the plans and all the what do you call that, the architects, wood map, if you will, and they're using like very he's using the tools. I don't see anyone else around. So it's almost like for some of you, whatever work that you are doing, it's almost like they aren't, why am I saying almost like a lot today? That is very strange. It's not something I say a lot. It's like I keep hearing it. I'm like, so it's almost like it's not me speaking. It's coming out of my mouth, but it's not me speaking it. It's very strange. There you go, Virgo. But with the way it's only that one person that seems like was working on this building all by themselves, it seems like whatever work that you are doing, you are very much so desired in your field, and perhaps even respected in your field. There may not be a lot of people who can do what you do. Okay, there may not be a lot of people who have that skill set that you do, or perhaps who can do it in that particular way. Okay, it's almost like, let's say you're a writer, and there may not be a lot of people who publishes or who has written about that particular subject. You have like a very special skill set that you have offered to the world, and I feel like you yourself, you know it. There's no way for you not to know it when you have achieved that certain level of expertise and acknowledgement and recognition for what you do. But I feel like yet still there's a sense here there's a bit of self-doubt, okay, that's creeping in. And there's no need for that. There's no reason for it either, okay? Here we have the Oracle of Delphi. That's the card that flipped in the middle of the deck that really wanted to come out for you. This is the first card in this deck, in the Akashic Tarot, number 1 major arcana. The Oracle of Delphi, meaning pretty much like you are the Oracle yourself, okay? You are the Oracle of your life. You would compare this card to the Magician card, and we see the Oracle here, the lady sitting. It's almost like he's the one manifesting this beautiful maiden into the scene. He's manifesting here, and I like that torch is all the way over there. It's like he's holding like the scroll in his hand, and again we see that same kind of like imagery here. This is your energy I'm getting with that Queen of Scrolls. It's almost like you are the Oracle. You can manifest it, whatever it is that you want. You understand, Virgo? You can manifest what you desire, whether it's a job, whether it's a new career, it's a new project that you yourself, a new business that you're starting out. You can manifest it. You must believe that you have the backing of the universe, of the divine. You're not working all by yourself. There's no reason for that right here. Whatever you need, it's at your disposal. Even for those of you who feel like, okay, I may need to freshen my skills. I may need to sign up for a course. I may need to read up a little bit more on the new things that are, that's happening, that's been happening in this field, especially if you have stepped away from this line of work for a moment. And it's okay to do that. Everyone should do that all the time, okay? No matter what kind of work that you do, you should always try to continue to stay up to date with what's going on, and yes, you should do that if you feel like you need to freshen up your skills or whatnot. But do not doubt yourself, Virgo. I feel self-doubt here at the beginning. Do not doubt yourself. And for some of you, it's very well maybe that you feel like you need more. Let's say you are branching out into something new or a different area that you're a writer, you've been writing for a while. Now you want to write about something different. You want to, let's say you want to, you used to write about I don't know. You used to be a beauty blogger. You used to write about beauty, you know. And then now you wanna shift things around. You wanna start writing about spirituality, and that perhaps you feel like, okay, I need to learn more. I need to read more. I need to feel more. That's something that's embedded in me. You want to feel confident about it, and that's good. That's good. But do not doubt yourself, and do not feel like you're lacking because of that. Just prepare yourself. Just keep going. And I know I'm repeating myself. It's because someone here needs to hear it. I don't know. I don't know why. Like every single step of this is all telling me the same story. And here we have Hilarion, number 5. And we can see here there's someone who's studying, right? We can see he's studying, and he's a mature figure here in that red robe. And look at all these people, like this ghost figure. The invisible realm is there, okay? And that's the message that wants to come with you. Not only can you manifest, but you can literally bring those energies down right here next to you. They're always right here available to you, not just coming from above. They're literally like right there. You can call on to them. They're right there at the ready for you. You don't even have to conjure them coming from the other realm. They're already here. Do you understand? That's how much like a mighty touch you have. That's how much connected you are right now to I keep saying the invisible realm for you, but to the heavens, to the divine, to your spirit guides, right? So whatever that you want, you can manifest it. Believe it. Some of you, you're working on something new here. You're working on a new intellectual pursuit, something new you are working on. Some of you feel like you need to study up a little bit. Go ahead and do so. There is decisions to be made. Look at here, this card that's facing you is called the Treasure, but it seems like the chest has been broken into, right? So yeah, it's almost like someone came through and ransacked the whole place. And here you are walking in, realizing like, oh my gosh, everything that was mine is taken away. Perhaps for some of you, that's a fear. You fear that you've lost it. Okay, especially for those of you that have stepped away from this. You used to do this in the past, and then like it's a career or a line of work that you used to do, and you step away from it. Some of you may feel like, okay, I've lost it. I don't have that mighty touch anymore. Just trust and believe. What is yours is yours. Whatever it is, the gift that you have, the skill set that you have, people can even try to steal your idea, but they will never have your voice. They will never be able to execute it exactly the way you would. So hold on to that, understand that, and believe it, that no one can take away from you, right? And I tell my kid that all the time. Like, don't be so attached to things, to stuff can disappear from the second to the next. Like, things are just things. Like, you enjoy them while you can, you enjoy them while you have it, and don't get too attached. What's more important is what's in your mind, what's in your heart, because these are the things that people cannot just take away from you. These are the things that are worth guarding. These are the things that you keep and you take with you, right? So believe that, Virgo, whatever you've done before, if you achieved it before, you can achieve it again. And no, we're not picking up the floor this time, so let's get some clarification for you. We're gonna start with that 8 of Keys in reverse. Clarification on the 8 of Keys in reverse for Virgo spirit. Clarification on the 8 of Keys in reverse for Virgo. Oh wow, yeah, you see, 7 of Swords, deceit, thievery. Yeah, for some of you, it's self-deceit. It's self-deceit. You're the one knocking yourself down, okay? I feel here it's self-deceit, but just trust and believe that you already and I feel like you know it, Virgo. For those of you that are allowing doubt to take over you, you know it. It's all in your head. It's self-deceit, okay? You're almost like setting your own trap. You're gonna get caught in your own trap if you keep this line of thinking going. Okay, you need to step out of it to reclaim your own power, knowing that you can do it. You have everything at your disposal here in the 3D world, you have the knowledge base, okay? You have the intellect, you have the capacity to achieve what you're trying to go for. And as well as the upper world, you have a lot of help. You can manifest things, you can bring it down, and believe that the help that you seek is already here. Okay, with the Illyrian showing up here. Let's see. I'm gonna get a clarification for you again on the Seven of Scrolls. What are you creating here, Virgo? What are you building? Clarification on the Seven of Scrolls for Virgo. Clarification on the Seven of Scrolls for Virgo. Okay. All right, there you go. Queen of Wands. Confidence. That's what you are lacking here. Confidence. Beautiful. I'm so happy she came out. So you see, for some of you, it's like if you are lacking confidence or you felt like you are not as skillful, you go back and study. Because with the Queen of Swords, it's a very decisive woman, a very learned woman, right? It's almost kind of like Queen of Air energy here. Once you do that, once you brush up on the skills, for those of you that need to, you're going to have the confidence to go at it alone. Especially alone, especially if you are trying to, you know, leave a job situation to start your own, you know, your own project, to start your own business. Okay, you're going to gain the confidence and you're going to be able to do it alone. And you, no matter how big the task may be, you can tackle it. This person here is just by themselves. That's being pointed very strongly here. You see, building a whole cathedral, it seems like a whole church facade, it seems like. So you're going to have that confidence and that inner knowing. Your intuition is going to help you to lead you alone, because you are not, it's going to help you because you are not alone. Look at this whole team you have with you. Even though that person physically, in the physical realm, with all seeing eyes, they seem to be all by themselves, but look at all the help they have around. Okay, Illyrian, that energy is with you. And here we have the 5. Oh, look at this. Double down. We have the 5 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. So the conflict that was here, that's being carried out, those 5 of Swords that being carried out in that 7 of Swords, this is what you're going to win over. Okay? You're going to literally transmute that energy overnight, doubling it down. Any conflict, any empty victory, you're going to cancel that out to the wheel thing. Okay, you're gonna cancel that out to the will thing. You're gonna create your happiness about it. This is how powerful you're going to be during this time, Virgo. That's very good. That's very good. And it goes the same way too, folks, for things that are going right now in the world. A lot of people are in a position where they're working at home. They're not in their regular setting. Kids are at home. They're not going to school. We as parents, you're working at home and still have to step up to help out the kids. And we have, like, you know, especially for those of you that invest in the market, you're watching the market closely and seeing what's going on. But not all is lost. Whatever that deceit, whatever was taken away, whatever the conflict is, whatever it is that brought a lot of confidence, whatever it is that felt like something was taken away or something was lacking, everything is gonna get recovered. Okay, everything is gonna get recovered, because what is yours is already yours. What is yours, no one can take away from you. Any temporary setback will be remedied. Okay, and oh, look at what's facing here: the 5 of Pentacles, being in the poorhouse, isolation, abandonment, poverty. So for some of you, that lack of confidence is not just in your skill set. I feel like it's in the whole, what we're going through right now as a collective. Okay, it's like being afraid that everything you've worked for, it can be taken away at a moment notice. Okay, it's being afraid. And I can tell you that, Virgo, for me, myself, my line of work, right now, everybody's being home, nobody's traveling. There's a big chance that for the next at least 4 weeks, 6 weeks, I may be grounded, and it's okay. I mean, I understand it, like from a logical point of view. And as I'm someone who I try my best to not allow fear and anxiety to seep in, which is why I took a few days off to really prepare myself with everything going on, prepare my kid to be there, you know, because their whole routine has changed, and for myself to ground myself and to remain, you know, whole and at peace, because I'm very sensitive to energy, so every slight and change, I feel it. And for some of you, it may be the same. And once I feel it, once I sense it, I can't lie my way through it. I don't do that. Not just I can't, I just don't do that. Period. I don't do that with myself, and I don't do that with people, so I most certainly would not do that with myself. So if I feel it, I know it. It must be addressed. I have to allow myself to feel the feels, and then I can address it and say, okay, what are we gonna do about that? Because this is not working, and that's what I had to do with myself, because I could feel the anxiety, okay, and I don't think it was just my anxiety, because it was so strong and so intense, but for some of you, Virgo, I'm calling you to do the same. Whatever this is right here, that instability, that level of uncertainty, that lack of confidence and doubt that's showing up here at the beginning of the reading, just know that you have everything to overtake that. Just trust and believe and have faith in your own inner knowing, in the universe, in the divine, in that you yourself have done everything you're supposed to do, in that you have been followed through, like, the guidance that was given to you. You've been doing the right thing at every step. And then to just keep on listening to the guidance and pray up and ask for help and ask for guidance as you go forward, and understand whatever was taking, you can recreate it again, because that same creativity, that same level of resourcefulness that allowed you to do it the first time is gonna be there too. Okay? And for those of you, it's about, the current instability in the world, okay, especially financially. Just know we are pretty much, everyone is in the same boat, for the most part. And to take heart to know, like, there are people who have it even worse, and that not that makes it better, or but it's just to kind of like to shift your perspective. Okay, let's see. Some advice cards. This is Madame Endora's Fortune Oracle deck. Let's get some advice card for you, Virgo. I hope that this message is coming through clear enough for you guys, and you're receiving the message, because it's a very sweet message of support here from the divine, from the outer realm for you, Virgo. Here we have the dragon. So popular, the dragons this time. My goodness, strength and wisdom. The dragon has been showing up in, like, I guess about half of the reading. We have the satyr, reverie and indulgence. Okay, that's what's showing up for you, and I'm going to read this from the book, and I will do dragon first, only because dragon's been showing up so much. Where is it? Hang with me, Virgo. There we go. The dragon is the lord of the bestiary, and thus represents great strength, wisdom, and wealth. The dragon may also symbolize a dangerous adversary or worthy challenge. Yes, for some of you, it's going to feel like a challenge. Whatever it is that you feel is some kind of deceit, something being taken away from you, it's going to feel like a challenge. But just remember, just remember this message. You're going to overtake it. You're going to overcome it. You have everything to overcome it, okay? But because with strength and wisdom, just like it says here, with strength and wisdom, you can do it. And you will do it. Excuse me, I just saw it, and then there we go. This is the card that actually came out for you, Virgo, and it says here, the satyr is playful, mischievous, and prone to overindulgence. He is a symbol of music, dance, revelry, and celebration. The satyr also represents decadent, lustful, and and lewd behavior. I keep wanting to say like the satire, the satyr, okay? And lewd behavior. There's a bit of mischievousness, and this card is also known as mischievousness, okay? Whenever I see this card, because it's almost like sometimes someone is being a bit like cheeky. It's like, oh, I'm playing a prank on you. I'm going to steal your words, but there's a trap here. So don't play into that kind of energy right now. This is a serious time. It's calling for us to really put on the big boys, big girls pants on, and to not just for ourselves, but to really look at at things from a more macro point of view as a collective. As you can see, no matter how detached you may want to be, we know it. Those of us that are spiritual, we are all connected. Look at the way this thing started, like in one part of the world, and like within 2 weeks time, like, I mean, I know it started way before that, but for most people, they were not paying attention. It was not in their consciousness. But all along, we already affected by it, right? We just were not paying attention to the point that it's at our very door. That's when we start paying attention. It's like, oh yeah, it's not just about them. It's all of us. Yeah, that's a possibility here. So this is a reminder for us to look at all of it, like everything as a collective, and for those of you that who understand this concept, and to keep shining your light. Okay, keep shining your light to the world. I'm not preaching to you guys because I still do my own exercises. I'm meditating more than ever. I'm praying more than ever, and I'm telling people to do so. Not because this just happened, but it's because there's a lot of people that are in the dark. There's a lot of people that are not as strong spiritually as you may be, and you shining on your light a little bit more, you praying on them, that's also going to cover them. Okay, and this is your message, Virgo. I think we're gonna stop here, and I'm still planning on doing that live hangout. Most likely that's going to be tomorrow night, and I'll put a reminder out. And tomorrow night, as in Sunday night, just in case this don't get uploaded in time. And I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves and be kind and patient with yourselves. I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye bye.